Yo, YouTube, wagwan. It is the Jordan. Hello, first video of the new year. How you feeling? I am the second biggest animation fan on YouTube, and as such, I think we need to bring a little more joy to the New Year's opening, because right now it's not looking too hot. Which is why today we're going to be talking about the top 10 shows I would rewatch if I could. What do I mean by that? It's very simple. I don't like to rewatch shows that I've seen already. They just, I don't know, because I know what's happening already. From this instance, we're talking about, say, if I were concussed, unconscious, woke up, all my memory of animation was wiped. These are the 10 shows I definitely would watch. Let's get into it.
Gender? What is this, Soviet Russia?
Up at number 10, we got the Looney Tunes show. Now,
Did you just move in with me?
Yes, I just moved in with you.
the Looney Tunes show, if you ask me, is the funniest piece of media to come from the Looney Tunes franchise besides the original run in the 80s or whenever that came out. And I watched it so much as a youngin', as you can clearly tell from the beginning. Most of the merry melodies I know by heart. You know what I'm saying? A man can't check me and be like, grilled cheese sandwich, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So I feel like if I lost my memory, watching that back would be really fun. The show is very funny. The merry melodies are kind of cool.
Daddy?
No KO.
OKKO was honestly like a fever dream, because thinking back to when it was airing alongside kind of like the newer age Cartoon Network stuff. So you would have probably got the reruns of the regular show, the Adventure Time. But people like Victor and Valentino was coming out, Mao and that shit, Mighty Magic Swords were coming out. But OKKO stood out because of its use of the medium, to be honest. Like, OKKO was one of the most animated shows we've gotten from Cartoon Network, period. One of the most, full stop. And I think that even if I lose my memories, I'm still gonna be me, and the me that I am will appreciate good animation, and watching OKKO will just like do that for me. If anything, if I lose my memories and I fall out of love with animation, maybe watching OKKO will bring it back out to me.
Half brothers are real brothers, and half brothers are true.
It wasn't that hard. Thank you.
Great. Okay. Great.
Next up, we have probably the most recent thing on this list. We have common side effects. Now, guys, back to what I said about OKKO. This show is a fucking fever dream. Holy shit. The show is so interesting in that it's grounded in reality, right? But with a supernatural twinge, you know what I'm saying? Like, the characters are very grounded. We see that in the character design. It's very like normal, but all these circumstances the characters find themselves in are these extraneous kind of exercises of the human experience. They find a good product, they want to make it free, they realize the logistics of making it free can't run. The drug company is trying to get them because they cut into profit margin, you know what I'm saying? And it's a lot. And I hope season 2 drops soon, maybe this year. If season 2 drops this year, then 2026 is already my good graces, you know what I'm saying? I think it'll be really fun to wipe my slate clean and go back and rewatch it.
I do this all the time.
Next up, we got Final Space. Now, Final Space is one of them ones on the Netflix, you get me, where if you was an animation fan back in the day, I think it dropped like quarantine times, and you had run out of shows to watch, you've probably come across Final Space. And what a journey you came across, man. Holy shit. Like, watching that show, the characters and the characterization and the drama throughout the show, it all felt so grounded. Like, there were a couple like silly moments, you know what I mean? A couple ha-ha, hee-hees, couple giggles throughout to make it feel not so down, but like, at the end of the day, we're in the reaches of space, you know what I'm saying, bro? And the visuals alone, I mean, look at this guy. Look at this guy. He's so tough, bro. I do wish it got an ending I wish it didn't just cancel the show. So that's why I put this here with a little asterisk, a little star. I'm saying because it didn't end. And if it did, it evidently was a terrible one because I can't remember it ending. But even so, I think watching this is worth not getting a conclusion, in my opinion.
I did it. I didn't mess anything up.
This one may be a bit of a controversial pick depending on which side of the animation community you stand. At number 6 we have Steven Universe. I know. See, here's the thing, the soundtrack of Steven Universe, can I just say it? It's peak. Rebecca Sugar will forever be in my great graces because of the music she creates. It's so... But realistically, like, Steven Universe is a really good show. Don't get me wrong, it's a really, really good show. The ones above it I just think are better, and when it comes to thinking of showing something to somebody who has never seen animation before, I think Steven Universe will do a pretty good job of displaying the medium through the art, through the choreography, through the characters being fun and cool, through the music being top notch. Yeah, at the end they try to make it like this emotional like triumph on Steven's part, but I don't know, maybe I'll feel it, maybe I won't. That kind of like Wish is why it's kind of in 6, but moving upwards you're gonna see.
Which should I wear to Grom? This one says witch with a dark side. But this one says I'm an otter with a dark side.
At number 5 we have The Owl House. Now, ladies and gentlemen, The Owl House is the best show Disney's dropped since Gravity Falls. Facts. In the Disney Channel hierarchy, it goes Gravity Falls on the top, The Owl House close second. Every other Disney show, you know what I'm saying? They got The Owl House so good. And it's so annoying because the final season, of course, they gotta come in and be like, guys, wrap this bitch up in 4 episodes. What? And the team already had like their plan and structure. So the final season, like the final like episode really fell a little flat in terms of feeling rushed, but that's because they were. And it's not their fault, and I'll never blame them for that. Everything outside of that was a fantastic show. Quite honestly, I'm looking 9.5 out of 10. It was a fantastic show. And I think that if I gave myself the opportunity to experience it again, I would. I love the show. I love the humor. I love the characters. I love the world building. Holy shit, I love the world. And all in all, I think it would be a really fun experience to do over again. Truly, truly.
Seeing as I'm the only one who knows how to pick locks, I suggest...
At number 4, we got Arcane. You know what? I'm actually not gonna defend myself. I'm not. Fight me in the comments down below. What do you think about Arcane being here? If you hear me, if you get me, defend man in the comments, please. If you don't get me, then I don't know, just don't call me a slur or some. I don't know, man. I don't know.
What fate do you decide for the loser?
Oh, jeez.
Sorry, got carried away.
At number 3, we have mentioned it before. We have Gravity Falls. Now, there's a certain kind of excitement that one can only get from Gravity Falls the first time they watch it, in understanding and realizing the world isn't what it seems. There are things behind the scenes that we do not see. Boss. And understanding that sense of intrigue that envelops the whole town. We get the air of mystery throughout the first couple episodes. We are establishing that there's something afoot. By the end of the first episode, we already know there's something going on. And that thrill, us going up online searching at Valsky 94's new Gravity Falls theory video, Gravity Falls this explained. You know what I'm saying, bro? It was a phenomenon, bro. on YouTube, being like Gravity Falls theory, Gravity Falls this explained, Gravity Falls blah blah blah. That's all I watched, bro. And I know that, quite honestly, Gravity Falls is kind of like the godfather of animation. You know what I mean? Like, if you're in the circle of like people who talk about film, at some point somebody's gonna go and be like, you gotta watch The Godfather. You gotta watch The Godfather. I feel like Gravity Falls is that for the animation community.
Generic 2007 pop song. Auto-tune so all the voices sound weird.
This is a pop song. It's 2007.
We're getting into the upper echelon here. If Gravity Falls is 3, what could possibly be up there? Well, number 2, we got BoJack Horseman. I know I said I'm looking to spread some joy for the new year, but that doesn't mean that the shows have to be exclusively happy. You hear me? Quite honestly, I think the best thing about animation is when it makes you feel something. Just anything. You can feel extreme anger towards one character. You can feel extreme joy and love for another character. You can feel great sadness from the show, and that is BoJack Horseman. BoJack Horseman is a show where if it can go wrong for bro, it probably will go wrong. And then he'll take what went wrong and make it worse by his own hands. He's a very flawed character, but that's what we love to watch about him. I'm gonna be honest, when I watched BoJack Horseman, I was too young, flat out. I was too young to understand the different themes and the maturity required to go into it. I didn't have the lens that you needed to view it through to get the full experience. And that's why I'm thinking of rewatching it at some point, because I can't even remember the majority of stuff except for like the end, like the final episode, and a couple like plot points. That's all I could really remember. But to this day, the view from halfway down, it stuck with me. It really did. And I think it helped form a view within myself. Just hearing that like poem and hearing it be delivered the way it was. I might be like 22, get concussed, lose my memories, watch BoJack Horseman, now I'm 40. You know what I'm saying, bro? I'm 40 in my head. I have the wisdom for years, you know what I'm saying? It's one of them shows, man, and I really think that if I really would like to watch it over with a fresh perspective, so much so that I'm going to watch it over now without the fresh perspective.
I'm not afraid of you.
And finally, at number 1, if you thought we were stepping into the new year without the Adventure Time glaze, you lost your marbles. Adventure Time at number 1. Adventure Time is an all-in-one cartoon, to be honest. You want comedy, you got comedy. You want good music, you have incredible music. You want dynamic fight scenes, you get dynamic fight scenes. You want character growth, you get character growth. You want sad, philosophical episodes, you get sad, philosophical episodes. This cup is literally my favorite cup. Now it's gone. I don't care anymore, because it's not real. Adventure Time is truly a jack of all trades. The series was incredibly well done, and it went on the run it deserved. This is what I like to see when animated projects get the time they need to flesh out their stuff and get their full story said. Because once we get that, now we get stuff like Distant Lands. I've never, to this day, cried at media. Watching Finn and Jake reunite and that whole episode, after the end of that whole episode, bro, I've never been closer. Still haven't, but I've never been closer. And then, on top of it all, Fiona and Cake, an actually good sequel series. Like, bro, the last season was fucking peak. Are you dumb? Are you dumb? It was peak. What are we talking about? What are we actually talking about? I know what we're talking about. Nonsense, because you're still not subscribed. Brother, you made it to the end of the video. What are we doing here? Rock with me for the new year. Like and subscribe. As a matter of fact, let's say it properly. My fault. If you like the video, then like the video, and if you really like the video, then subscribe. It's that simple. And until you do that, you beautiful human, you keep being you, and I'll just be Jordan. What the hell am I doing? Peace.